Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we bring to you guys a very special exclusive video. This video is going to kickstart our beauty podcast, a beauty podcast where we're going to interview multiple nail artists, makeup artists, anything to do with the beauty industry, and I cannot wait to share what I have in store for you guys. Today we're actually going to interview a nail artist that she's a dear friend of mine. She's a nail competitor. She is amazing at what she does, and I can't wait for you guys to see what she tells you about her nail career. And I can't wait for all of this beauty podcast, and I'll show you guys all the people I will be interviewing. So if you guys would like to see who I'm going to be interviewing, stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe and continue watching because you are in for a good one. Without further ado, let me introduce you to my lovely friend, Stephanie's Nails. I'm sure a lot of you guys might know her already. Also known as Steph's Nails, with a crazy bedazzled nail art.
Yes.
If you guys know her, she is freaking amazing. Like, I sometimes don't even know how she does it. I don't know. Within the tiny little,
details. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It definitely can be hard.
Yeah.
It's definitely boring for the clients.
Speaking, you know what? I never actually thought about that. What do they do?
Well, they want to be on their phone, and I'm always like, okay, I know this part's real boring, but you're going to put that phone down because you cannot be moving.
Are you serious?
While I'm painting these dainty
How
lines.
long? What's the longest you've ever, because I do nothing compared to you. And I'm just like, and like super concentrated, not even talking, so I can only imagine how long.
Well, I have one client in particular right now who has been getting an extreme length, and this time around we did a fill, but on extreme length it's a rebalance, so it's not really a fill per se.
Technically, yeah.
The same way that you would normally be able to fill short nails. And I did do gel on top, which is not my forte. I don't normally do that.
Which is so
all
easy.
Acrylic. Yes.
For me.
Yes, right? I'm all acrylic. It's so funny how everyone's so different. But I started all acrylic, and I've just continued doing it. So we did hers gel, though, because it was a brand new set, and I didn't want to put a bunch of black and orange acrylics on there because, we're coming up to the holidays and Christmas. A lot of people want white Christmas and different designs that are lighter, and then it wouldn't cover the black.
Oh, I see.
And I don't want to spend all the time to redo a new set right after we just did one, right? So I think her nails took me like 3.5 hours to fill them, rebalance them, like finish them off. When they're that length, you can't drill them. You pretty much have to hand file them.
You hand filed the whole thing?
Well, you lay the
a little bit,
as nice as you can.
True,
so
that's
that
true. Now that we know all of
it, so that your work's not like super hard. But yeah, you almost do have to hand file them because the drill can make the tiniest little indent that ruins the whole shape.
That's true. I know. I remember. I don't know. I would not go any length past maybe like this.
Oh yeah.
It hurts.
When I first started doing nails, I only did short nails.
Yeah, and that was your... that's another thing that we need to talk about because a lot of people have rules. Yeah, a lot of people say no, you can't. It's always a new set. You have to have them removed.
I know. That blows my mind. I mean, I can see why people would enjoy doing that because it always looks fresh underneath. And I know clients... They don't like seeing their nails underneath. I know. As they grow out. But I can't imagine doing that. I feel like new sets are more work.
Yeah, not only that, I feel like because the client's not going to soak off their nails.
No, you have to do it. Yes.
Yeah, they're going to yank off their nails.
Yes.
I personally can't say that I don't yank off my nails.
I couldn't imagine them yanking off their nails and doing tips.
Oh.
Because what do you do when they're destroyed?
Yeah.
And I sculpt them.
See?
So
I
have it a
she is freaking amazing. Not really, because it's hard for beginners. So let's see. Since a lot of you might not know her, we're going to ask her how she got started and how she came about even introduced to nails.
Yes.
And how long have you been doing nails?
I was introduced to nails as a teenager. I got a job. I went on homeschool and I graduated high school early. So I had a job so I could pay for my own nails, right? There was a woman in my town, Angels Camp. That's where I lived, this tiny little town. And she had this little salon called Tips and Toes.
Oh,
and
cute.
She sculpted nails. And that was when the flare, like, French tip was super popular.
Oh, okay.
And she would do my nails, and every time she did them, I would bring in a new glitter that I went and got from Michael's, and like an acrylic paint, and I'd be like, oh, I want you to do this time, and that
like
the next time. And I think she did like it, but I think she also was like, okay, it's not ready.
You're getting a little too creative here.
Yes. So I saved enough money one summer to pay for nail school and pay for my rent while I was in nail school.
Oh, wow.
And then I became a nail tech. I didn't do it for like a year or two after I got my license, just here and there, like at my house. I was renting some rooms in Copperopolis and kind of bouncing around a little bit. And then I moved back in with my husband, who I've been with since I was 15. So 15 years this year.
Oh,
yes.
Congratulations.
And we didn't live together for a little bit those years. I mean, I was only 19 years old. And then we moved back in together in Valley Springs on the golf course. And I started doing everyone's nails in Valley Springs. I just slowly started doing prom girls first. That seemed to be really popular.
Yeah.
Kind of having like a party, going to their house, doing a couple of sets of nails at a time. Then I met my friend Darcy, who owned the tanning salon in Valley Springs for a really long time. And she would let me come there and do nails. And then that evolved into me going to Lockford and then eventually to Lodi. And then once I was in Lodi, I knew that's where I wanted to do nails.
Wow. And it's all like surrounding like all the cities. Everybody knew about her. That's no wonder.
Yes, yeah. And I was cheap. And that's what made me really popular. Was everyone wanted to get their nails done because I think I was only $25.
I know. It's so bad. It's like now that you think about it, you're like, wow. And you even take longer.
Oh my God. I took so long and they were so thick.
You have to post them before after they go.
Oh God, I don't know if I can. No, I have them all on my Instagram.
Yeah.
So if you scroll far enough back, you can go 7-8 years back and see my progress.
Oh my gosh, she's freaking amazing. Like if you guys just see her nail art, it's just like all the time, and it's all different. I think you don't repeat nails, right?
I don't like to repeat nails at all. And I don't like to copy other people's designs.
Wow.
I actually feel that when I have a client who really wants a design from somebody else, I don't do it as good. So I don't like it.
I'm the opposite.
Really?
Except your stuff.
Except for everyone wants to bring me like Vio Tino's nails. And I'm like, okay, guys, this is a whole nother level. I cannot do his work.
Sean Legend. I'm like, oh yeah. Does he have a video on it, please?
Or just like, did he spend all day on it?
One of my clients, she actually, so I don't know if you encapsulate, so that's different, but the stupid striping tape.
Oh, I like hardly ever use the striping tape because even encapsulating it can pop the acrylic.
God, that thing is just,
it's a nightmare.
See, okay, so I did that and it started to peel and she was going to EDC the next day. Girl, I was like, she shows me one of the Sean Legends. I said, you think this is easier than that? No.
No.
It's not.
Sometimes they show you stuff and you're just like,
or I just want French tip.
Yeah, French tip is not easy by any means. Especially like a colored French tip.
Yeah.
Because you have to have the most perfect core color behind the French tip. Yeah. And you could pick one that you think is perfect, and then they wanted like a nudie brown French tip, and they do not look good together. No. And there's nothing you can do at that point.
And then you do a powder, so it's even harder just because.
I do have to say the French tip is extremely popular right now, and it does not quite look the same in colored acrylic as it does in gel polish. The gel polish just gives it a vibrance that acrylic doesn't have.
Yeah. But I think I like it both ways. I like both.
I like it white in acrylic.
Yeah. I know.
It's beautiful in acrylic.
Yeah, because if you were to see my nails,
oh my God, mine! I don't even do my own nails.
I know. I was gonna ask you at all.
I know.
Never. Stephanie, no. So after you,
after I do everyone else's all week, I do not want to do my own.
Well, of course, I dread my nails.
And I'm extremely high maintenance. I want my nails redone every week.
Oh my God.
I get sick of the design in a week. Yes.
So when you started to do nails, did you start doing your nails or no?
Yes, I always had nails. Remember, that was my story. I always had nails. That's what got me into nails. And then, I did do my nails because that's kind of what got me a little bit of business. Like going to a store and paying and being like, oh my God, I love your nails. And I do them. Here's my business card. And my business card was literally like a postcard. It was like a postcard because it had a bunch of pictures on it. And I swear that worked.
Do you still have a picture of that?
I think I have one somewhere.
That's awesome.
Yes, I do. I kept it.
I have one. I have a bookmark. I use one of my old business cards as my book card. It's so funny. It's so crazy how you evolve.
Yes, you do. That's a good point though. Like if you're really trying to get your work out there, don't opt for a business card. Like opt for a postcard.
That is smart.
It's amazing what it can do because people are going to be able to see 5 or 6 different designs that you
aside from just a business card
and your name.
Or nowadays, since it's like technology, Instagram, but it's like, I mean, everybody does have it, but what are the odds? It's like, if I see it right now, it's like, okay, maybe I'm just going to go directly.
Yeah, like if you see it, it's instant gratification. If you see it right in front of you,
especially
right there.
already seeing you having your nails done.
Yes.
So what would you tell somebody barely starting or like, because I'm sure you had your days where you're like, I don't know if this is, this is the career for me, or I don't know if you did, but I did, or like you have picky clients. You're like, man, I'm done.
Picky clients are just something that everyone has to go through. So there is really no advice there except for if somebody causes you to lose your peace of mind while working, that person's not worth it.
True.
Definitely there's more fish in the sea.
Yeah.
So definitely don't damper your confidence over one person that you can't make happy because we all know we can't make everyone happy.
No.
And then as for new nail techs starting out, I would have to say start a little cheaper.
Yeah,
I'd say that that's a really good way to reel in business. I know that it's not ideal that you want that $45, $55 to start, but the honest truth is if you start cheaper and you're having lifting or your nails are breaking or they're coming off of clients, they're less likely to complain if the price is cheap enough. So then you get all that practice in on these clients that are paying less money and not complaining as much while you're learning. And then like you go up slowly. Yeah,
and then they'll even though they know you're learning, so you also let them know like I'm practicing and things like that, and they won't feel as bad.
It's like when you're first starting, I know it sounds really cheap, but like $35 or $40 is probably like a really good place to start.
I think I started, which is crazy because it's like I just see a $20 bill. And that's it.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, I was 25, so it was just like under $5. It's just like an extra $5.
But still, it's like...
But minimum wage was like $8 an hour.
So you're getting more still.
Yeah, so $25 was like $35 or
And then
$40.
you're building a clientele. Yes. So that's one of the things that people don't understand. Like, they see everybody having such a clientele, and it's like, no, do you not know how long I've been doing this for?
Yes.
And how many, errors and everything and speed, everything. Because I'm sure you've improved so much.
Oh my God. I improve every year.
Yeah.
Even now. Like my nails to last year are more crisp.
Yeah.
My shape improves. I actually take longer now than I did a year ago.
See, that is so crazy to me.
I was wondering if it was COVID. I was like, was this COVID that did this to me? Like it made me slow. But I just honestly found that I enjoy it more if I'm not rushing to get in more clients.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the thing is, it's better. You're not in a hurry.
Yeah,
because
you don't make them feel rushed.
Yeah.
Because I am pretty expensive, so I definitely would never want one of my clients to feel like you're rushing me.
Yeah.
To try and get someone else in,
but she's also charging her worth because that is just tedious. I'm gonna post pictures of her work, and you guys are gonna be like, whoa, like it's nice. And
I definitely tend to go in cycles, so I feel like all my Halloween nails look kind of the same.
No,
none of the designs are the same. I've been trying to do different designs at least on each one.
So do they tell you what to do, or you?
I'm very blessed, and none of my clients tell me what to do.
Wow.
Yes, but I feel like that's a part of like training your clientele, right? So I hardly doubt very many people come into Sean Legend and say, like, I want this exactly. Like, oh, for sure, I'm sure he has it, right? But I bet more people are satisfied with something that he picks versus something that they pick.
Yeah.
And when you get to know your clients, you get to know, like, okay, this client doesn't like purple and they don't like orange and they don't like yellow. Like, I'm never going to use those colors on them.
That's true.
Like, they love neutral tones. So each time I'm going to go with a different neutral tone and then work your way into something like a mauve or, you know, different shades of nudes, rose gold, mixed metals, rose gold and silver. So I just get to know them, honestly.
And see, that's the thing. That's because I'm sure you've had clients since you started, like the same clients, or what do you think?
Do. I have one client, Jeannie, who has been with me since like the very beginning, since I came to Lodi, pretty much. Yes, the very first salon I was at. So I think she's been with me 8 or 9 years.
Wow. Yes. I know, it's so crazy to think that time flies, but then you're like, wow, I've done your nails since the beginning of time, technically.
And she used to pay $25, and now she pays $150. So,
like, damn it, I didn't get grandfathered in.
That's like the 10-year difference there.
Yes, and you do have to. So see, okay, so you gradually increase your prices as you get better. You get better products.
That's with the tip too. I don't charge her that.
Yeah.
Don't charge her that.
I know, it's so crazy. Shoot, my sister over here, oh Lord, do you have like family that you do their nails?
No, my sister's a tomboy. My sister doesn't like nails.
So who did you?
She's like very into like Harry Potter and
do Harry Potter nails.
She would be like, give me a gel set of Harry Potter on my very bitten nails.
Oh my goodness, that's horrible. So who did you practice on? Did you have any like on your family or friends? Just friends?
You know what? When I moved to Valley Springs, I didn't have friends. Like, I didn't know the area. I was living on my other side of Calaveras County.
And then it's very small there too, so.
It's small, yeah. So it was like I met one person and they knew the next person and they knew the next person. And then I feel like your clients kind of become your friends.
Yeah.
A little bit over
family.
time.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
You see their family grow.
And so really it was just, I was so cheap and I was doing things that in the industry weren't popular yet.
Oh, okay.
So people wanted to come to me and I just got a lot of practice in by being so cheap.
Wow, that's crazy. Luckily, see, for me, it's so funny because I didn't start liking nails. My aunt introduced me to nails and then that's when it just got started. But I also have a whole bunch of family, like women in the family. So I started doing their nails. Yeah, and now it's like, oh, I don't want to do your nails.
Unfortunately,
they're the
that's how it is
people.
Sometimes. They're picky, or they like just want something super plain, and you're just like, okay.
See, we're the complete opposite.
I have so much of that.
We're the complete opposite. She's the artistic, and I'm the plain Jane. But it's
my clients apologize to me if they're like, "I'm sorry, I just want nude this time."
Before you start getting excited to do my nails, I'm just gonna want nude. See, I wouldn't be able to. She probably would hate me.
Yeah.
I just want French tip. I just want an ombre French tip. Sorry, Myra, I don't do that.
I'm like, French tip.
There is people that opt to, like, it's so crazy. Like you can make your own rules and things like that, which is the flexibility as a nail tech. You can do whatever you want. And if people are going to come to you, they're going to come to you, you know. But she actually just finished competing in NTNA.
Yes.
How was that experience? Yes. And she made it up there.
Yes, I got second place.
Yes,
so that was like amazing for me. I'm totally good with second place. It's a amazing happy medium.
Yes.
So it's like I don't have like a whole bunch of commitment to this one brand.
True.
Because I didn't win, and I still got the whole experience. I got a great prize, and then I got the growth experience out of it. I literally did not know how to film going into it, and that was huge, and that was so hard to learn. And it's only a 10-day gap between each challenge. Oh my God. So you literally are doing your workload, still being like
she's a mom
and a mom,
yes,
and learning how to YouTube.
Which she did a great job.
That was an experience and a half.
It's not easy. If you guys record, you just not only that, recording in general, recording this, doing the set and editing.
Oh yeah, and editing. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
So the experience is exhausting and exhilarating.
But see, that was perfect that you said the second place is happy medium,
yes,
because you didn't get third place to where you're like, oh, I placed third. Still freaking great, but
I'm still never going to do it again now.
No. So what got you into it?
Because how embarrassing would that be to like not get in the top
True.
three? Like,
true. You're like me. I need top three.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm fine. I'm totally cool with second. Two's my favorite number.
Yes. Oh, maybe that's what happened.
Yeah, that is what happened. Literally, Emily had done it 5 times. She definitely knew her way through the competition. All of her challenges were amazing. Yes. I loved them. Jessica, that got third place, did some amazing creative work. She was really good at like changing the rules, and TNA is kind of like, they give you this prompt that's extremely confusing. It's like a mind twisting prompt, right? And you're like, what exactly are the rules though?
Oh, like, so it's like a mystery. Like you got to figure out.
It's like not, but it has to be open-ended up enough that people interpret it different ways.
Oh,
like it obviously can't just be like 1, 2, and 3. This is the way you do it, because then a lot of people might wind up with the same.
I was gonna say that's exactly why.
Yes.
Kind of like the cooking channel. I always tell my friend, I'm like, dude, I don't know how people mix all this up, and you know. But then again, we're now artists, and it was so weird. It was like an epiphany. I'm like, wait, I think I just did that because she told me I want all of this, and I got it in my head, and I created a set.
Yeah.
So so that's exactly what oh my God, that's crazy. I can only imagine.
Yes, it was quite the experience.
When the first challenge, were you nervous?
Sucked. Oh my God. I'm so glad that I made it past the first challenge.
I suck, and it's so beautiful.
It wasn't. I threw it away.
Which one was the first one? I'm trying to remember.
It was a mural. And
that was
hand painting in a mural sense isn't necessarily my strong suit, because I didn't know what I was doing. Like, it was my first challenge. A lot of the girls glued the nails together, and then...
Are you guys kind of doing it separately?
Yeah, we all did it separately. Okay. We all recorded our own separate YouTube videos. My first YouTube video sucked. It was like, I forgot to like turn the phone, so it was like a skinny screen. I'm telling you, I'm glad I made it past the first challenge to get to where I got. And I just didn't know. I didn't know you could put the nails together and kind of like flatten them out a little bit. So like I was like painting like on nails that were like actually like rounded and trying to make this mural like fit together. And I did one mural and I hated it, and it was like 10 hours of work, and I threw it away.
See, that's passion right there, because not everybody will. I would just cry.
Yes, I started over,
and then my
second one was like not that amazing either, but
Steph, no freaking way. Was it the same thing though, or you changed up the mural?
No, I changed the like theme completely, and then I didn't even do it as like a mural. I did it as like pieces that kind of fit together as like the theme, because it was to use the words C, N, and D, and those letters had to represent a word that represents our journey.
Oh my goodness.
And that had to be in the mural.
Oh wow.
So if it's not something that inspires you, you can get creative block really easily, and you have to find your way out of that. You have to say, which is kind of, I can still do this. I got to find a way to do this the best way that I can do it.
Because it's you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's so crazy. So they kind of really dig deep into it. Like it's like super detailed.
Yeah. It's weird. The prompts are really
And then
crazy.
It has to have a story behind it. Or do you have to explain it? Or?
Yeah, you do have to have a like 350 word write-up on every challenge, so it's like a small essay.
She is just freaking amazing. Like, to be a mother, still doing nails at in between doing all of this.
A full work schedule. I did cancel a few clients because I was pretty tired, but
wow, yeah, she's amazing. Did you so how many girls were at the beginning?
The season was especially unique. C&D was the only sponsor of the whole season.
Oh wow.
And normally it's different sponsors per challenge. So you'll get a package of different products per challenge. And I think we were at test season to see if C&D has enough products of different mediums to sponsor the challenges themselves.
Oh, shoot.
So it was pretty cool to be able to work with their products and like see how they work. Their Plexi gel is amazing. That's a really, really cool product.
Is that the it's not hard gel, it's like the poly gel?
It kind of is. It's kind of like a builder in a bottle in a way, but it's clear.
And you have to use their products.
Yes, each prompt requires different products, and you have to work within those products to create something that matches their prompt that they gave you.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's crazy. And the whole challenge, how long was it?
10 days between challenges.
So
you would get a challenge on Friday, and you would have to turn it in not that next Friday, but that following Monday.
Okay, just nothing past that.
Yes, you had to turn it on a Monday.
Oh my God, was it nerve-wracking? Like every time like you would turn it in, like, oh my God.
Yes, because there were a few times that I ran into hiccups, like with uploading or exporting out of iMovie, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong. And I think I was watching YouTube videos trying to figure out what was wrong. There were definitely a few 3 a.m. mornings.
Yes, I would text her sometimes. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's up this late. I mean, I was up too, but
yes, there were a few times I asked you for advice too. I was like, oh my God, like anyone that knows how to do YouTube, please help me.